Burnout isn't always about having too much on your plate. I've worked with a lot of high achievers and leaders, and what I've noticed is that it's often not the workload that burns us out. It's the mindset behind how we approach it. In this video, I'm going to share 4 simple but powerful mindset shifts that help you stay successful without burning out. Because if you get these right, they can completely change the way you work and how you feel. The first mindset shift is going from hustle culture to sustainable success. Many of us believe that long hours equals productivity, which is far from the truth. More hours does not provide us better results. Instead, we stay up late, work throughout the night, get exhausted, lose focus, and we make more mistakes. Then we have to spend time fixing those mistakes. That's not high performance. That creates overwork. What we should strive for is sustainable success. And what that looks like is allowing your body to rest when needed. That creates you to focus more and have more efficiency at work and in life. I want you to look around you at the office. Look at the ones that achieve the most, the ones that are most successful. They are not the ones that are working around the clock. They are the ones that are protecting their energy, prioritizing what matters, and working at their best capacity. So the next time you're working on a task or a project, instead of tracking your time, track your energy and focus, because that's where real performance comes from. The second mindset shift is going from overcommitment to intentional boundaries. And I'm sure you've heard all about boundaries. Boundaries is one of the most overlooked strategies to reduce stress and burnout. High achievers tend to overcommit themselves and say yes to everything. But when we say yes to everything, we're saying no to the things that matter, the family commitments, the personal commitments. How many of your kids' soccer games, baseball games, basketball games, volleyball games, ballet dances have you missed? Or perhaps, on a personal note, how many appointments did you miss with your trainer at the gym or going to the gym in general? Or maybe you had dedicated time to cook yourself a healthy meal. And because work got in the way, you gravitated towards takeout. High achievers overcommit because there's a fear of missing out and the fear of letting others down. So we tend to spread ourselves thin. Our energy scatters. Performance will suffer and resentment builds. I have a client who started a role at a new company, and he had a pre-planned trip, an extended weekend with the guys fishing. He was extremely excited about it. But he shared with me that there was a work conflict, a work event that he needed to attend to. And he was going to bail on the fishing trip and cancel it. I saw the disappointment in his face and in his body language. And I advised him, don't cancel. I coached him how to have the conversation with his manager. And the long story short, everything worked out. He had a pleasant conversation with his manager. His manager gave him the time off, and he was still able to work part of the event. Many of us get burned out because we don't have boundaries. So I want you to start practicing intentional boundaries. Protect your time. Say no to the things that don't align with your priorities. Many high achievers think boundaries will limit their success. It doesn't. It actually does the opposite. Boundaries protect the energy that fuels success. The next mindset shift is going from external validation to internal fulfillment. Now, before you say anything, oh, Emily, internal fulfillment, all that woo-woo stuff, hear me out. Let's talk about external validation for a moment here. Many of us are driven by titles, promotions, and paychecks. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that and the recognitions that come along with it. But if that's your only fuel, burnout is inevitable. Why? Because it's never enough. The goalpost always changes. True fulfillment comes from aligning your work with your values, your strengths, and the impact you want to have. That's going to fuel long-term motivation. I want you to think about the last time you worked on a project, whether it be work or life, that made you excited. Did you care how much work was involved? Did you care how much time you spent on it? The answer is probably no, right? Because it made you happy. It made you excited. It motivated you to continue. Now, let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt fulfilled? Not because someone praised you in public, but because you did something that mattered and something that meant something to you. That's the kind of fuel that prevents burnout. The fourth mindset shift is going from perfectionism to progress. And I spoke about this in my last video, so if you missed it, you can check it out. I'll include the link in the description box below. Perfectionism makes us think that every detail has to be flawless before we can move forward. And perfectionism actually slows us down. It creates endless work and piles on additional unnecessary stress. I'll use myself as an example here. When I started this YouTube channel, I wanted everything to be perfect. The aesthetics, the lighting, the sound quality, and editing took forever. But I realized something, that yes, all those factors play a role and they're important, but they're not as important as me getting a message out to you, me sharing strategies and tips to help you reduce stress and burnout. Projects that are delivered at 90% and on time has more of an impact than projects that are polished to death but never finished. If I had a video that was perfect, but I never finished it and it was never published, how would that benefit anyone? It wouldn't. Perfectionism goes hand in hand with the fear of failure. The fear of making a mistake leads to the fear of failure. But I like to look at failure as feedback. It's data. It teaches us. It allows us to improve and refine what we're working on. And that allows us to move forward. Progress builds momentum, and the momentum is what creates real change. These 4 shifts are simple, but they take discipline and practice. My challenge for you is to select one and start applying it to your life and work. We all know that small changes create big results over time. I'd love to hear which shift you need most right now. Drop it in the comments. And if this video made you think about things, give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this. I'll see you in the next video.